Much love and wholeness to you all. I'm Rahzier, and this is the path of a wise one. This is where I document my journey of becoming my highest self and living in alignment with my highest good, fulfilling my soul's purpose in hopes that you do the same. In hopes that I inspire you to do the same thing for yourself as well. So, getting into today's vlog, it's another great day, but an opportunity for another great day. So, about to get started knocking out my push-ups. I already did 30. I got 20 more for a set of 50. So we're gonna get to those, and then we get into the beach. Like I said, it's another great day, but we're gonna be doing a beach workout. So stay tuned, let's get to it. I hope that's good. Dang. Hey, I don't know why this particular challenge, I don't know why this one is so difficult physically. Because like I said, I did a challenge of 30 days of 100 push-ups earlier this year. And with that one, man, that one was so much easier. This is only day 5. This is only like day 4 or 5, something like that. That one was so much easier because it was more of a mental challenge for me. Physically, I had no problem knocking out 100 in a day. It's pretty easy. Mentally, that was where the challenge was, just staying consistent, staying disciplined with it. So I don't know why this one is so physically challenging this time, but we're gonna get better no matter what though. So let's get dressed, let's get ready, let's go to the beach, and then I'll see y'all there. Sandals on, taking this gimbal, so let's see if we can put it to good use. And let's get ready to go. Need to get more breakfast food, and just honestly more food in general, because I haven't had the biggest budget for groceries and everything as of recently. So I've been just making do with what I have pretty much. And I've been living like this for far too long. And that's just another thing that I kind of question about myself of like, man, like if I had everything that I needed, how great would I actually be? And I just feel like part of that answer lies in, actually most of that answer lies in me being in another country like Thailand and Bali, which is why I'm making every move that I can that's in alignment with getting there to get there. So just like just last night, I don't know when this vlog is gonna go live, but just last night, I secured a contract working with one of my uncle's friends. He's a retired attorney, and he does a lot of stuff with Black history, teaching the true Black history. And he has a lot of stuff from like the 80s and 90s that he's putting into a digital format. And basically what the contract that I'm gonna be signing is a social media like management and content creation, or just content strategist. So I might have said that backwards, social media strategist, content management. So basically, yeah, I'm gonna be getting paid to do that for him, to create like YouTube thumbnails and titles and descriptions and basically everything that is going to allow his videos and just his work in general to reach a bigger audience. So that's one thing that has been secured that is in alignment with me moving to Thailand and Bali. And I bring that up because in Thailand and Bali, if you didn't know, I don't want to use the word cheap, but everything there is so much more affordable. Everything is so much more affordable there. So like the grocery bill that I'm paying here, I like 4 years ago, 3-4 years ago, even 5, 6, 7 years ago, I was paying half the amount of money that I'm paying for all the stuff that I'm buying right now. So basically my grocery bill doubled just because of inflation and everything that's going on. And so it's been tough to, just some days it's honestly been tough to feed myself. I've been just treating certain days as like, well, I'm just gonna fast today because I don't want to look at it as, I'm going without. I want to look at it as, well, I mean, this is the scenario, this is the experience that I'm having. So until I get more, I'm just going to treat it like a fast and work within myself today. So yeah, it's been doing a lot of that recently. And I don't want to keep doing it. I want to be able to feed myself and support myself and nourish myself in every way that I need to be the best that I can be. And if I need to go to a different country to do that, I'm more than willing to do that. I know I don't need to. I can technically still make more money here, which is what I'm starting to do. But at the same time, like I've expressed before, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here right now. So I'm getting to Thailand, I'm getting to Bali, and everything, like I already feel it. It's going to be flowing so much better there. I'm going to be more nourished, more aligned, and just more of everything that's good and healthy and beneficial within myself. So I'm looking forward to it. I'll be looking forward to it too, because basically every vlog that I'm filming right now is just another step towards getting to those different countries. And then content is about to go even crazier. Content is about to be through the roof. So stay tuned for that. But today, let's get on to this beach workout. Okay, so just getting back in the car. Almost forgot my gimbal. So that wouldn't have been fun, but let's get to it now. Thing about Oxnard is that there's fields everywhere, and it's not only fields, but just behind those bushes over there, that's the beach. So you got a mixture of city, beach, and fields, because we grow a lot of strawberries here. Strawberries, a lot of just different stuff like lemons, fields, but there's a bunch of different fruit trees and like just farms and stuff in general here. So, yeah, a lot of people don't know that outside of LA, California is a lot of farmland.
I have a surplus consciousness, I could never go broke. And even if that job provides, I source all my wealth from God's self inside. I have the right.
Look at all those seals down there. They're just sitting there waiting for people to drop food and stuff. Okay, so I like to work out in this area right here. But as you might be able to tell, there's a lot of like sticks and stuff in the sand, especially over here. So I'm gonna see if I could just work around it. But yeah, we'll see what we can work with. There's some clear patches around here, but I'm gonna see. That'd be really cool to do one day. Just get out here on a boat. That looks so fun. Okay, so I wanted to use the gimbal, but I guess the battery is dead or is dying, so it won't turn on. Well, I guess we're just gonna record it old school today. So if you're an athlete and you've never worked out on the beach before in the white sands, do yourself a favor, humble yourself and do it, because the sand will do it for you. Man, So it's been like at least close to a year that I've last worked out on the beach. And yeah, it's every bit of as challenging as I remember it to be. Because every time you land in the sand, your feet, your ankles, everything's gonna try to give way because obviously the sand is loose. So the challenge is landing stably and properly every single time. So every time you push off, every time you jump, sprint, even just walk, it's a workout. It's tough, it's challenging, every single step that you take. But this is what in the past made me a great athlete. Made me be able to dunk a lot easier, sprint a lot faster, change directions a lot better. So all that stuff, it's working out in the sand. It's like a secret weapon that a lot of athletes nowadays are starting to use. But if you haven't, do yourself a favor, start utilizing it. If you live near a beach, or you can find a facility that has, you know, a sand pit and stuff, so you can go train in there. Either way, get in the sand, work out. You'll see the progress, you'll see the results. So just finished my workout. Legs are all sandy and stuff. I just finished my workout. I'm tired. It wasn't even a long workout. This was a light workout for me. So it just shows how much more I have to go in order to get into good shape again. Again, by my standards, I'm in terrible shape right now. But I know that with consistency and diligence, of course you can throw in passion in there too, but consistency and diligence for sure. That's how you really get to where your goals are. As you can see, I'm out of breath. I'm trying to like regain my mind right now, but yeah, I'm just gonna keep at it and keep going from here. So still trying to hold it still right now, but got all those seagulls right there. Just waiting for some food, waiting for something. So just getting back in the car. So it's not really a hot day at all. It's only about 70. My car says 68 right now. But of course, when you're working out, it feels significantly hotter. So I'm gonna get my shirt back on. As you can probably see, I'm sweating right now. Because I was here for only about like 50 minutes. I wasn't here for very long. It was like an hour or less. And I only worked out for about like 25 to 30 minutes real time. So again, for me, this is very out of shape. Because what I was doing in high school and in college and a little bit after college as well was I lived here in Oxnard at the time. So I lived about like 7 or 8 miles from the beach. Well, for bike ride, because I used to ride my bike to the beach. For a bike ride, it might have been like 8 or 9 miles, we'll say. But I used to ride my bike to the beach, do a beach workout for about 45 minutes to an hour. If not, just run a mile or 2 in the sand, and then get back on my bike and then ride back home, get in my car, and then drive to the gym and get shots up there for about an hour, hour and a half. So I'd be working out at the very least for 3 hours every day. And I think, yeah, I'd rest on Sundays. Saturdays, sometimes I'd take the beach workouts off, but my schedule was Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm in the weight room, and then I'm in the gym getting shots up. And then Tuesday, Thursday, sometimes Saturdays, I was riding my bike to the beach, getting the beach workout in, getting my cardio and conditioning in, and then ride my bike back home, going to the gym, and then getting shots up for about another hour, hour and a half. So I was working out consistently 6 days a week. And Sundays I'd take off as a rest day, like I said. But yeah, that level, I was on the grind back then. That was when I was at my most athletic. So I'm basically just working my way back to that, because I don't have any videos, unfortunately. But back when I was in college, I was able to like windmill, like a 360, tomahawk off the backboard and everything. So I was throwing down, and I want to get back to that level. So this very, very beginning steps in the journey. And then also tomorrow, I'm gonna try to get it on film, on camera. I'm gonna try to record it, but I'm gonna be playing in 2 men's league games. It's usually just 1 men's league game for every Sunday, but for whatever reason, they asked if the team that I'm gonna be joining could play 2 tomorrow, so I'm gonna be playing 2. So it's gonna be another conditioning challenge for me. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, anybody else thinks those things look weird? Cybertrucks, like rolling refrigerators. Okay, just getting home. It's a great workout. I'm feeling very, very tired. And also feel myself getting pretty hungry too. So I'm gonna hop in the shower, but won't be getting food just yet because I got a phone call that I'm gonna take, and then we're gonna get on with the rest of our day. But I'm gonna take some time to shower and then chill while I talk on the phone, and then we'll continue on with the rest of the day. Might be going to another live music event tonight, so we'll see how that plays out. All right, just hopped off the phone with my friend Majestic, and it's about middle of the day. I just remember that I never put any chickpeas on to soak last night, but update on the microgreens again. They're growing very nicely. As you can tell, I put a whole lot less in there this time. I might have put a little bit, I might not have put enough this time, but I'm gonna get some chickpeas soaking so I can have some for dinner tonight. And then we'll get on going from there. Might take a nap, might hit the beach again, I don't know. But either way, we're gonna get on with the day. Okay, getting these done. See if this amount of water is enough for it right now. Cool. I think that works. I need to add a little bit more, but for right now, this should be good. I'll come back in a little bit and add some more, but we're good to go. Yeah, so it's only been a couple of hours, but all the water is almost, it's being soaked up. So I knew I was gonna have to add some more. And that should be perfect. So there's an air show going on right now. That's like the Camarillo air show. The noise has been a little bit annoying all day, but I guess that's what people come out to see. See, I'm outside on the deck right now. I think those are like some World War II planes or something they're flying. Those things are loud. I'm sure y'all can hear in the clip in the audio, but man, I don't enjoy having them be that loud. And I don't even think they did all the jets and everything yet, so I think I just hear some jets in the background, but Man, yeah, I'm looking forward to this being over. I mean, it's cool as a spectacle, I guess, but when you're living right next to the airport, it's not fun. But I still got like 50 more push-ups for today, so I'm gonna knock some out right here. $20 down, 30 more to go. And for the next couple of minutes, I'd like to invite you to do some breath work with me. Allow yourself to take calm, smooth, deep breaths, almost as if you're falling asleep. You can have your eyes closed if you'd like, but the key thing is taking those smooth, deep breaths as you allow yourself to drop into a state of gratitude and drop into your heart so you really feel everything within you. Feel that gratitude, feel that love. Or you can just simply sit here and observe the beautiful images. So either way, enjoy the present moments. You know, something that I really, really admire and appreciate is the variation in the weather. Just seeing clouds pass over the sun, or pass under the sun, I should say. It's such a profound experience for me because I'm used to the sky looking more like that with not much clouds in it. But to see the variation is feels gratifying for my soul. And of course, you have the sun coming on out. Man, it just looks so angelic. It's getting a little bit hot out here now, but yeah, I was just on Instagram for a little bit, and let me get up for a second. And I hardly ever watch anybody's lives. Like, I think the last live I watched was maybe somebody, I think they're doing like astrology readings or something like that, but yeah, I hardly ever watch anybody's lives. And I just saw that one of my favorite MCs, Lord Finesse, is live right now.
Never a follower, always had the mind to lead. Even in cruise control, I'm 3 times the speed. Hustler, I got the logic to win, cause I made it all, lost it all, got it again. Use my lyrical weaponry exceptionally. See, the game is free, but the hustle is sold separately. Some do it for love, others do it the ball. Was taught do it for real, don't do it at all.
And I guess he was performing at a set in Trenton, New Jersey. So one of my goals is to be able to go to, like, just travel all over the world and see whoever I want to see perform, because there's so many legends out there that I haven't seen before that are my favorites. Like Lord Finesse being one of them. I'd love to see DJ Premier, and rest in peace to Guru. I would have loved to see him perform back in the day as well. And like, man, De La Soul, Wu-Tang, man, Tribe Called Quest. Like, there's so many legends out there that I wanted to perform and live and in person. I've already been blessed to see a lot, but yeah, man, I want to be able to travel, because like those shows right there across the country, I'd love to be able to just travel, just hop on a flight, spend like a day or two out wherever they're performing at, you know, get some content for y'all, and then travel on to somewhere else. Like, that's like, financially, that's where I want to be. Freedom wise, that's where I want to be. That's where I'm calling in to be. So yeah, I just wanted to share that, because Lord Finesse, man, he's one of my favorite MCs. And he's one that I haven't seen perform yet. He's like right at the very top of the list for me, like top 5. And I've seen KRS-One, I've seen The Far Side, I've seen, who else? I saw Slick Rick, I saw Lords of the Underground, not Lords of the Underground, Souls of Mischief. Who else? I saw Black Thought, I saw not Eric B and Rakim, but DJ Jazzy Jeff and Rakim performing. And Black Thought made a special guest appearance on his set. I was my mind was blown. But I want to see the Roots perform too. But anyways, man, yeah, that's one of my life's goals, to have that kind of wealth and resources to just hop on a flight anywhere in the world and go catch whatever show I want to see. So that's happening. It's happening. But for now, a little Instagram live was cool. Still got 30 more to go. Let's see if I can get another 20 right here. All right, 10 more to go. 10 more to go. So these push-ups are definitely becoming easier again. Man, the first few days, they were agonizing, but I guess that just shows how little I've been working on my upper body. So they're getting easier. They're getting easier by the day. And I know that if I were to take like just one day off to rest, then I'd be like, I feel so much stronger. But since I'm not giving my body a full day to rest, and I'm just knocking out 100 a day, you know, my body, my arms especially, my chest, they're feeling it. They're feeling it heavy. But like I said, they're getting easier though. They're getting easier though. So it's day 5 or 6, whatever it is. I don't even know anymore. I'm just doing them because that's my main goal, is just to start doing them again. So yeah, they're getting easier and I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. We got too many ants in this house. I don't even know how that got on me. I guess while I was doing push-ups, but bid you farewell. Goodbye. That kind of leads me into this question I was going to ask. Should I sell my car to basically move to Thailand? Should I sell my car to move abroad? Because right now it's a kind of like a classic car. It's not like a classic like Mustang or nothing like that. It's just a 99 LS 400. And the car gets a lot of, well, relatively speaking, gets a lot of attention. It ain't no like Ferrari or nothing like that, or Corvette or Lamborghini or nothing, but it gets a decent amount of attention. And some of that attention is people wanting to buy it off me. So I got offered a couple months ago when I was just chilling, just sitting at Point Magoo. I was just sitting there, writing some notes on my phone and stuff. And then this guy just knocks on my window and, he introduces himself and he, compliments my car and everything. My first thought was, man, what's this dude want? But, I heard him out and everything, had a, polite conversation. And then he asked if I was open to selling my car. And I told him at that time, no, I wasn't. But maybe in a few months. So, I mean, here we are, a couple months later, I'm considering selling my car. And just yesterday, I remember I was just, doing day-to-day stuff, just taking care of business here at home. And I was thinking to myself, like, man, I really want a car that has better gas mileage. And also, I'm actually considering selling my car again. I haven't really thought about it that much as of recently. But, well, recently is in the past few weeks. But just yesterday, that thought came to mind again. So I started thinking about it, kind of looking into it a little bit. And I started looking at like, okay, so what if I did sell my car? What would I do in the meantime? Like, would I try to get a new car? What would I do? Because I still need a car to get around while I'm here. So I can't just sell it and just have nothing. I have to have something that gets me around. So I was thinking, looking at other cars and stuff, still haven't come to a conclusion on that, what I'll do. But that same day, so I was, thinking about it and everything, going about my daily routine. And then I walk outside to go to the store. And then I see a white piece of paper on my windshield. I'm thinking like, oh, hold up. I'm parked in my driveway. I know this ain't a ticket or nothing. So I pick it up, look at it, open it up. And then on it says, written in a marker, it says, would you like to sell your car? And then a phone number and the guy's name. And that came literally like an hour after I was reconsidering selling my car again. So if that ain't a sign, man, I don't know what is. So I got two people who are interested in buying my car, and all I have to do is just reach out to them and see, negotiate a deal. But for that car, I would get probably easily at least 6 or 7 grand. And I would love to go for more, which I will. But like my whole goal for like the rest of this year is to be living abroad. I don't want to be here past October. So I want to leave, honestly, by October 1st. But what I'm feeling right now, it might be like middle of October. We'll see. But everything is shaping up. Like, I just secured a deal to work with, like I mentioned, I just secured a deal to work with my uncle's friend to bring his life's work out to more people, getting it across YouTube and, different platforms and everything. And we're also working with my mom to help her do the same thing, but I'm more, hands-on with the actual business aspect of it. And so I'm helping her build her business and get it online and everything. And then of course I'm vlogging, which eventually some money will be coming from this. I'm not really just let y'all know, I'm not doing this for the money. I'm genuinely doing this to express myself and to share my journey and become my highest self and to inspire you guys to do the same. So I'm doing that for this reason, but at the same time, I understand that this is going to open up so many more doors. So I have to count it as a income stream as well. And so earlier this year, I started manifesting ways to have money coming in from online, manifesting more online income. That was my main goal this year, was to create and also transition my business to being an online income stream, which I'm still, training in person, doing hands-on and everything like that. But more opportunities that I wasn't even aware of or really looking for presenting themselves. And that's exactly what's happening right now. So it's just like everything is pointing towards me being where I know I should be, where I know I want to be, where I desire to be, which is in Thailand and Bali, and also traveling to other places around the world as well. Specifically starting off in the Southeast Asia region, like I mentioned, Thailand, Bali, and then I want to go to Singapore. I love to go to Seoul. I love to go to different places and explore and experience and everything. Of course, put it on camera for you guys and share my experiences while I'm there. So with all that being said, this feels like a potential golden opportunity to punch my ticket to moving abroad if I just sell my car. So I'm getting all my income streams in line and in order right now so that once I'm actually out there, I have a consistent flow coming in. So I won't be just stuck out there high and dry. So, man, it's just so amazing how this is all working out, man. This is what knowing God and trusting that God is within you, trusting the God within you, this is what that does, moving in faith, walking in faith. So I'm doing it and I'm seeing the benefits of it in real time. So let me know what y'all think. I would still have to figure out what to do when I sell my car, like after I sell my car, because if I sell it, let's say I sell it in the next 2 weeks, then that'll be like a month and a half until I'd like to be in Thailand or Bali. And so I'd have to figure out what to do for that month and a half in order to get around and, maintain my schedule of not only just taking care of myself, but also, serving the community that I've been serving here with my training business. So what would you do? What would you do in this situation? You know that you want and you should be, you know you need to be in another country. You know that you have potentially what it takes to get there if you just sell your car. So what would you do in this situation? I'd love your feedback because, I'm open to feedback. So let me know what you would do and drop it in the comments. I'll reply to you and everything. So just let me know. Because it feels like it's a yes right now for me, but I need to meditate on it a little bit more and just weigh out certain things a little bit. But ultimately, I'm leaning towards a yes. So let me know what you think. So I want to say this too and share this too. This is the power of writing things down and being in alignment with it. Not just trying to be, not just feeling like you are, but actually being in alignment with it. So remember the schedule that I wrote down? I wasn't really on a soul level and on a just on like really any level. I wasn't in resonance with it. It felt good writing it down in the moment. It felt like I was proving to myself and showing to myself that I am willing and worthy of taking those steps that I need to take in order to get to where I need to be. But afterwards, after I wrote that down, something didn't feel right about it. Something did not feel right about it at all. And the feeling that kept coming up was constraint, feeling constrained within myself. Like not only like in my mind, but also in my body, I felt constrained as well. And so I meditated on it because I went through the schedule one day. Well, at least I tried going through the schedule one day, but that's when I noticed the feeling of constraint and also restraint coming up strongly and heavily within me. I felt so much more dense and weighted down and like I couldn't actually be free to express myself. And that's not just because it's a schedule. That's just because right now, that wasn't the schedule that's for me. And also scheduling myself too much, scheduling too much of my day, that is inherently restricting to me. You know, everybody works differently. Some people are on, different sides of the spectrum where some people are just totally free flowing and they don't have any real structure during the day. Other people on the other side of the spectrum where they're just structured or regimented, and that's only that's like they treat it like that's their religion. They cannot deviate from their schedule and they have to be on point, on the dot every single minute of every single day. I am neither of those. I'm a balance of both of them. I thrive with enough structure to have what feels like limitless freedom, where when I have, let's say certain time blocks of, no, not even time blocks, but when I have certain things that I need to accomplish in a day, I thrive when I have the freedom to approach them in any way that I like, meaning any time that I would like. So if I have something to do like, edit a video, I'll feel into it in the beginning of the day. And, I have certain things that I do daily, like working out, which I haven't been consistent with, but being that I'm consistent with it again, working out, I love to do that first thing in the morning because I love to have that set the tone for me. And then let's transition. So I just felt like I really needed to be outside right now. So yes, after I finish working out and everything, come back home, take care of myself. Another plane flying over. These things are unrelenting today. But after that, get home, shower, take care of myself. Then I'll consider everything that I need to get done and I'll approach it however it feels best because I'm all about flow. This is something that is more of like a natural tendency within me. It's more of like a natural alignment to Taoism, the Tao. Well, some people pronounce it Tao, some people Tao. I don't know which one is like the official way to pronounce it, but that's just always been a natural thing within me, that fluidity, that flow of life, being in that flow of life. So I feel into what it is that I need to get done. And then I basically intuitively flow between, task to task to task. And got another plane, but anyways, I'm just gonna talk through it. I like to flow. And if I am too structured, I feel like that just inhibits my flow and inhibits my creativity, and I'm not able to fully express myself. And when I'm at my best is when I'm feeling fully, not when I'm feeling, but when I'm actually fully expressing myself. Because, for example, the deal that I just secured, the contract that I just secured with my uncle's friend, my uncle texted me saying that his friend is looking for people to, send out an article to combat different things that are being said about black people and stuff. Man, these planes, bro. these planes are like, just, can you stop? Oh man, like, just stop. Not in midair, but I just want peace and quiet. But yeah, so he sent me a text asking like if I could read this article and like send it out to anybody to basically combat things that people were saying about black people online and stuff. And I just looked at it like, man, like that's gonna be a waste of time, bro. I didn't say it just like that, but I articulated myself expressively creatively, and I basically told them that there are better ways to go about, combating this and getting your message out there. And so, if I hadn't actually said that, if I hadn't actually embodied my authentic self, my authentic self-expression, then that would have never led to this deal that I have now. Because this deal literally came from me expressing myself authentically, because I have a genuine, concern, and not concern, but genuine interest in what it is that he's doing, my uncle's friend. I have a genuine, not passion, but a genuine interest, and I share a similar, how do I say it? I share a similar interest in actually helping our people rise up and become better versions of ourselves. I mean, that's the whole point of my channel, not just for black people, but for everybody. But our people especially, and personally, I don't even like using the term black because, I mean, I'm brown. Like, it just don't make sense to me, but that's another topic. But anyways, I share a similar interest in helping our people rise up and know who they truly are as a being. Not what they think they are, not what society is telling them to be, but what they actually are and what they really are. And that is his mission. He's been doing that since he's been studying and like teaching and everything since, I think he said, the 60s. And he's in his 80s now, I think he said. So he's been doing this for, a large majority of his life. And he needs help getting it out there. But, being that he's from that generation way before, well, I don't want to sound mean saying way before, but, before computers and especially before social media, he's in that generation that doesn't really know how to use it, how to utilize it. And if I would have just passed on the opportunity and said, nah, no thanks, that's not for me right now, then this opportunity, this deal that we have would not have come. Then I wouldn't have secured income for when I'm out in Thailand. So being authentic literally is helping me to live my life's purpose. And that's just one example. There are more, and I won't share more right now, but I'm sure every one of you has an example like that, personal example of that in your mind, of a time where you were your authentic self and that led to something amazing. Now, at the same time, there's times where being our authentic self leads to quote unquote bad things. Like those bad things are what allows us to see the misalignment in our lives. Because if we're, assuming our day-to-day lives, and let's say you're working a job that you hate, and, you're showing up day in, day out just to pay the bills and everything, take care of yourself, take care of your family. But the moment that you step out of line, which is really in alignment with your authentic self, because you're in an environment that wasn't really in alignment with your authentic self, just by you being your authentic self and expressing that and embodying that, that's gonna like immediately take you, like that's gonna immediately shake everything up. It's gonna make you stand out. It's gonna make you look, a certain way to certain people, and that could lead to potentially bad things. But all that's really doing is showing you that you don't need to be there anymore, that there's more for you, that your authentic self, your authentic path of alignment is elsewhere. It's not there where you're at right now. That's why you're sticking out. That's why you're causing trouble. But you're not really causing trouble for yourself. You're actually showing and highlighting the fact that you're not supposed to be there. So now you need to figure out where you're really supposed to be. So being your authentic self is always going to lead you to what needs to be done. It's always going to lead you to your real path in life. So I say all that to say that be your authentic self. Be you. Trust that everything within you is there for a reason. Now, if you do the work and you're actually growing within yourself, you're actually improving yourself, you're learning yourself, you're discovering yourself, and you're discovering not just yourself, but you're discovering your God self, your highest self. You're discovering that within you. Then that's when you really start stepping into your path of alignment. And that's exactly what I did. So now let's go ahead and transition back inside so I can show you what I wrote down. Dang, look what I just found on the ground. It's from when they're redoing the roof. Now, I was always kind of weary of stepping on a nail outside after they did the roof, but I've been careful, but yeah, with good reason. But back inside we go. Okay, so back inside, and peep this. This is what I wrote down. I erased my schedule, and I wrote down, thank you, God, for massive amounts of money coming to me. I receive all good money coming to me. Thank you, thank you. It is time to receive. Yes, sir. So that, simply put, is what I wrote down. And literally since I wrote that down, there's been confirmation and doors opening up, like what seems like left and right. So I just say all that to say, because I got to make this quick. My phone I got to put it on the charger. But once you really choose what it is that you want, and you're actually willing to not just do what it takes to get it, but also being willing to receive it. Because it's always, there's always a two-way street like that. You can always do whatever it is that you can do. You can hustle and grind and everything. But if you're not willing to actually receive what it is that you're working towards, then all of it is for nothing. So keep that in mind. Whatever you're manifesting, whatever you're creating in your life, or whatever you're creating your life to be willing to receive it. Be willing to do it, be willing to create, and then be willing to receive what you need along the way. So I'm gonna end this clip here because I gotta put my phone on the charger, but next clip might be us at the jazz show. So let's keep it going. Okay, so we're about ready to go to the jazz show. It's just a little record stop. But before we go, gotta put these on to boil. You see they soaked up a lot more of the water. So we gotta put these on to boil so that they'll be ready for dinner by the time that I get back tonight. Okay, so beans are on to cook. They're slow cooking while I'm gonna be out. I don't know how long the set's gonna be, but I'm gonna run by the store real quick to go get some snacks and basically just some stuff to make trail mix with, so I can have at least a little something for breakfast tomorrow, and to also sustain me between the games, because I know tomorrow playing in back-to-back games, it's gonna be pretty tough. It's gonna be pretty tough because I haven't played in a game in many months. I don't even think I played it in a game this year. So the last game I might have played in was literally last year when I tried out for a team in Ireland. And yeah, that was an experience. That was an experience. So if y'all haven't heard the story, I'll probably tell y'all another time. But if you want to know that story, let me know. I'll give a full detailed breakdown of it. But yeah, that was one of the most challenging experiences, yet also most rewarding experiences of my entire life. So if you want to hear that, let me know. But tomorrow, it's just the men's league, or two men's league games. But at the same time, I know playing back to back is not going to be, it's not going to be easy. So I don't know how many players we're going to have, but I expect to play, the majority of the minutes, just because I'm going to be one of the better players on the team. So I'm going to try to get some footage tomorrow. My parents might be coming, and I asked my little sister if she could, well, I haven't asked her yet, but I talked to my mom, and she said she's not really feeling well right now, so I don't know if she's going to be able to come film or not. But I'm going to try to get some footage for y'all. I'm going to try to get some footage. Partially to show off a little bit, but also just to show, like, where I'm at right now, and then where I'm going to be. Like, compare this, what is going to be tomorrow, to where I'm going to be in months or years down the line, because it's always going to be steady progression. So it should be interesting tomorrow, but I know it's going to be tiring. But either way, about to get to the store and then get to the jazz show. So I'll catch y'all there. American Pie Records.
Yeah. And then I had to listen again. Nah. And then I checked him out again, and it was like by the third tune, I'm like, I got to get somebody's phone number.
There were a retirement plan.
Yeah, I'll turn into their booking agent. And thank you for the applause. I mean, I haven't played some of these tunes for a long time. And you know, that last tune, all I'm going to say, because I was in a relationship, you know, and she was cool and everything. But that song still lives 30 years later. And all I'm going to say on that is, because that could have had her name on it, and she missed it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to dedicate this tune to Eddie Palmieri, who is a great piano player. He just passed away about a week ago. And Eddie was like, how do I say this? Like, you know what Elvis is to rock and roll? Okay, well, Eddie Palmieri is like that for Latin jazz. He was the dude. I was very fortunate. I got to get some lessons from him back in the 70s when I was a young pup. Anyway, this next tune is a song I wrote many, many years ago. And this is the one that's like in C. this, I just want to ask you guys to give Mike a hand for opening this record shop up like this.
Yeah.
There's not many places where you could do this, and partly because they don't have alcohol or younger people can come here, so there's a steady flow of fresh blood coming in these doors all the time, not just to buy records, but they come here to play. They do all kinds of music. I mean, they had surf band, they had folk music, underwater basket weaving music, I mean, whatever. They got some good stuff in here, so you definitely need to come in here. Do you have a mailing list? Or
Instagram. Follow us on
Instagram? So what do they have to do to find you? Just type in what?
American Pie Records.
Okay, and then they can get the sketch.
There you go.
This next tune this is one of my own. It's called Giacomo Boom Boom. So this style that I'm going to play is kind of in the Professor Longhair groove, and the type of drumming that's involved with this is they call second line, and that's, if you've ever been in the world, you got to go. If you've never been, get it on your bucket list. If you can go during Mardi Gras, it's even more fun. The second line comes from when they walk in the street and they have music for funerals, anniversaries. They don't need a lot of reasons to have parties in New Orleans. But the rhythm section was like one guy would play bass drum, another guy play cymbal, another guy play snare. And they have like 4 or 5, 6 people playing the rhythm, and they march in the front, and everybody else running behind the second line. So they still do it down there. And I got to play with this. Earl Palmer's on all these amazing American rock and roll records, from Little Richard to you name it. Anyway, so I got to learn from him, and then there is a guy down there, but I want to shout out, because he might be watching. You guys are on YouTube right now, by the way.
Yeah.
All over the world, people watching this, I hope. His name's Johnny Vodakovich, and he's getting up there in age, and he can play. So if you ever get down there, you got to go look up Johnny Vodakovich. He's a drummer, and Eddie knows who he is. Anyway, so we're going to dedicate this one to Professor Longhair and to my friend Johnny Vodakovich. We hope you like this.
That's my jam right here. Boogie Down Productions, KRS-One. That Digital Underground. The All Time Rock 2001. Lauren Hill. Mad at the Medicine Show. Dope. Yeah, I've never heard of these guys, but these guys just fly.
Thank you so much. This next tune is actually a very old Cuban melody. I think it was Bibo Valdez, the piano player. We hope you like this one. This is a very traditional song. They've been playing this song for over 150 years. So this is our little version. We hope you dig it. And here we go. These guys are Mr. James Gang on the saxophone, Eddie Lehman on the drums, Mr. Ryan Mbola on the bass, yours truly, Fred Kaplan. If you missed any of this, you can pick it up on YouTube later tonight or tomorrow. And how about a one-time for American Pie Records? I'll turn that off. I'll hit it for you. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. We're on the YouTube channel, Fred Kaplan Music, so there's a lot of other music on there besides this, but we really appreciate you guys coming out. Thank you for the tips, and we'll guys see you next time. Make sure you get on their Instagram mailing list and all that, because there's lots of good music that comes through here every week. God bless you. See you next time. Bye-bye.
It's a QR code in case anybody want to donate. Okay, so I'm just getting home. That was great night, great night of live music. And especially spending some more time with my mom, because spending time with family is something that I don't really get to do that often. So anytime it comes up, I'm very grateful for the opportunity. So we'll recap this later, but right now, chickpeas are done. However, it's already too late to really make the stir fry that I was gonna make. So quickest meal I can make right now is tacos. So I'm gonna get on that. So we're gonna get some tacos going, and then yeah, just wrap up the vlog from there. So let's get it going. Okay, so the chickpeas are put on hold for tomorrow. Got the Abbott's mushroom beef heating up. Got the beans beaning and heating up. Got the rice and heating up. Next, we're just gonna make the shells, and then we got tacos. Dinner is served. All right, so dinner has been devoured. It was delicious, and I am very tired right now. I'm ready to crash out and go to sleep. But tonight, man, today overall was a very good day. worked out, first beach workout, and I don't know how many months and how long. And it kicked my butt. It humbled me. And I'm already feeling sore, and it's not even the next day yet. So we'll see how tomorrow goes with the 2 games I'm going to be playing in. So I got to wake up in about, like 7 hours or something like that to get ready for the games. And yeah, I'm ready for bed. I'm ready for bed. But yeah, today was a very, very good day. I feel like I'm in such alignment with my purpose and just alignment with my highest self and my highest good, because it seems like everything is just flowing as best as it can, and I don't even have to stress anything, even though like the ego part of me tries to, it feels the need to stress. But once I drop in and recenter myself, I don't feel the need to stress at all. Like today, I was like, before I went to the jazz show with my mom, I was getting close to being on E in my car. So my gas tank needed gas, and I was like, just keeping it a buck, like, no pun intended, keeping it a buck. I only have less than $30 in my bank account right now until I get paid, however much I'll get paid next week for my training sessions. And there's a few things that I need to pay for coming up, and gas was going to be one of them. So I was like, in my mind, I was thinking like, okay, so if I spend this on this, if I spend this on groceries, this on gas, and then this on whatever else, I'll be left with, a few dollars left. And like, I was trying to like run through all the scenarios and stuff. And then after the jazz show, my mom just offered to fill my gas tank because I'm helping with her business. I'm helping her to establish her business online. And so she has been offering to fill my gas tank, as not as a way to like avoid paying me, but because she knows how much I go through gas in my car. It's a V8, so, and it's H premium, so it's a lot to fill the tank. But she offered to fill the tank, and now that takes so much stress off of me. And knowing that I don't have to, figure out how to divvy up my money and everything and all that stuff, which, honestly, I still do. But at the same time, again, like that's just one less thing that I have to worry about, because now my tank is full, my gas tank is full. Now I don't have to worry about getting to the game tomorrow or getting to my clients tomorrow. So it's all working out. It's all working out. So again, all this happens because I'm living in my authenticity. So yeah, everything is just flowing well. So even though I'm not in a good place financially right now, like as I'm speaking this, I know that my situation is changing so much for the better. Like, I know that I have so much more money coming in, like what I showed earlier, what I've written down. I'm ready to receive a massive amount of money, massive amounts of money. I'm ready to receive it, and I'm willing to receive it. I'm open to receiving it. So it's coming. It's coming. Because what you speak and what you align with, that's what you will experience. As long as you walk the path of alignment, you will experience everything that you need to experience. You'll receive everything that you need to have. So that's how I'm going to leave off this vlog. I don't want to talk too long because, one, I'm tired, and two, I feel like this vlog might be a longer one, so I don't want to get it to be too long. I want to keep it shorter, unless it's like a multiple day vlog, something like that. Like my last vlog that went up, well, actually, no, as of recording this, yeah, the last vlog I went up was my journey, my road trip to Tehachapi. And that was a little over an hour, but that was over the course of 2 days. So I want my vlogs to be, like 20, 30 minutes long, but at the same time, sometimes they got to be longer. So I know there's some people that enjoy it, some people don't like it, but hey, tell me what length you would like to see in the comments. Let me know. And also, just concluding the thoughts that I had earlier about, selling my car and stuff, I'm still leaning towards that. But again, let me know what you would do if you're in my shoes. if you knew that you were supposed to be traveling abroad and potentially living in different countries, and you had the opportunity to sell your car for, more than enough to actually get there and stay there for a while, would you do it, or would you try to find another way? So, like I said, I'm leaning towards selling it, but I want to hear what you got to say. I want to hear what your opinions are, what your advice is. Maybe you were in a situation that was very similar to mine, and maybe you chose to sell your car, maybe you chose to sell whatever it was, or maybe you chose not to. Let me know if you had any experiences with this. So, and actually, I know, yeah, my soul sister Majestic, she was in a similar situation, and we were talking about that actually earlier on the phone. So, she did. She sold the car, and she's living such an amazing life right now. And it's inspiring to me. It really, truly is inspiring to me. So seeing that she did it and seeing how far she's come since doing it, it's so inspiring to me. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I just might be doing the same thing. I just might be doing the same thing. So let me know. I'm going to end this out here. Send this out with much love. Stay here. Stay tuned. We got a whole lot more coming soon. Much love and wholeness to you.